In this video, we're going to explore the background shorthand. So right now we created a video for the background, but there is still something more with the background, and this is why they call it a background shorthand. And basically the reason why is because it contains multiple aspects of the background in one. So you could basically remove many of these, not all of them, but many, and if you follow the right order, you can use it exactly in that way and cut away almost 5 lines here. Alright, so let's start and explore here. So we have the background. So what is the order of the background? Well, we have the order almost correctly, so that will be very easy to follow on. So first one would be the background color that you have. After that we would have the image, and then we will have the repeat option where you can repeat an image. And then after that we'll have the attachment and then the position. So attachment and then position. So the cover here, or this background size, is not being used. So I'm going to put this down here. We will have to keep that one in. And this attachment can move up here one, so we know that these are matching together. So we'll say here this, we will leave. So I'll put in here a comment. Leave this, and everything above here could be commented out. So if you will comment out everything here and start according to this order. So if something is, for example, missing, or you don't have an item, you can make that blank. Most important thing is that CSS understands if it would be blank, and then it will not trigger that or not activate that. So first one was our background color. We already have that set, but let's copy this background color here and copy this and paste it in there. Number 2, no comma needed, just only copy and paste your values you have so far. Put that one in here. And then number 3 is the no repeat, we don't want to repeat it. Number 4, the fix attachment. And number 5, the center. So once we have this, if we save this, refresh, you can see nothing basically happens, and if you scroll down, it works perfectly. So this is what we call the background shorthand, which is quite useful as well to cut away a lot of excess code. However, not everyone wants to do that. Most often it's being used for background color. That's why background color is or the background color, and people use then just background because it's the very first variable within here. But imagine here, instead of fix, we have scroll. And scroll is set as default. So we're going to remove this one. What happens now is we save this, it should work as well. So right now it's not anymore fixed, it's just being then scroll, meaning that if you scroll it moves up instead of being fixed to create a parallel effect. And as you can see here, this is now the original way, while we remove just only one single item here. And the same would be if we would remove a color. If we save this, you will see now there's the color, but of course we don't have the full size of that. We can maybe remove the color, we put it on initial, just to see it. There you are. So right now the position is in the center, that's correct. There's no color here, though. Let's add the color because you only see a white background now. If we save this, right now you see no color, but refresh, and now you can see the color being displayed here. And this is really how you can do it. If we put this back to cover, and then here, do we have everything here? Well, what we need more is the fix. The fix is between here. That's the third element or third property we need to put in here. There you are. And now we have it working again. And this is quite nice because now you can cut away a lot of code. Should you do it? It depends on yourself. If you're very expert on this, I would say just do it. You'll know it. If anyone in your team is maybe a beginner, then I would say maybe to reconsider that and to be more elaborate. The reason why is that if there's a beginner or someone who's not that experienced in CSS then needs to figure out this, it would mean that they need to spend precious time just to understand this. And eventually they need to learn this. However, then maybe being more elaborate will save you time for your team. Because eventually coding is not really you are coding on yourself, but you're going to work in a team because you have to look ahead. The best programmers and coders and designers work in a team, and they figured out that when you work and use code, make sure the code is so easy to understand that if someone else would look at it within a glance, they will figure it out immediately and can get their part or they can do their work immediately, because that is what you want to have eventually, as the goal is to get the target or the goal achieved as soon as possible. So the more complicated it becomes, the harder it is, or the slower it will take if there's someone who is new or not that experienced compared to yourself. If you're on your own in a project and you're the only person who makes it, fair enough, but maybe, if ever, they might expand, have a new team member on there, then of course just reconsider that moment. You have to work for two, or maybe they stop their project and then they hire some other company to do it. Remember that. So this is the most important part with background and the background shorthand. This is why they call it a shorthand, because basically it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in the right order. Make sure I repeat one more time, in the right sequence here. Background color, background image, background repeat, background attachment, and background position. In those order, you put in here the background, that will work. And if there's no value in there, make it blank. Then the next one will be automatically added in there, and CSS will understand what this background is supposed to do. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions regarding this, make sure you put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here. You will probably enjoy this as well.